what are internal organs? The organs which are present inside our body are called as internal organs. Can you see your internal organs? No, because they are present inside our body, so they are called as internal organs. So today we are going to learn the internal organ, that is brain. So students, brain is important for you? Yes. How it is important? Have you started thinking now? Yes, that is the main function the brain is doing. So it helps us to think and remember. So what is the function of the brain? It helps us to think, and whatever is there in the mind, it helps us to remember and gives us the answer. So it helps us to think and remember. So this is the picture of the brain. So not only this one, brain, it helps us to think and remember. It also controls the muscle movement. Just now I said you that below the skin muscles are present. The muscle helps us for the movement. So that muscle movements is a function that is done by the brain. So it controls the muscle movements. It helps us to think, remember, and it controls the muscle movements also. So in the brain we are going to have three parts. The brain has three major parts. Now we will be seeing what are those three parts of the brain. Cerebrum. What is the first part of the brain? Cerebrum. And the next part is cerebellum. And the last part of the brain is medulla oblongata. What are the three parts of the brain? Cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. So this is the picture of the brain. In this we are going to see what are the three parts. Cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Cerebrum. What do you mean by cerebrum? It is one of the part of the brain. So it is the largest part of the brain. So cerebrum is the largest. The brain is there, no? What is the largest part of the brain? Among these three parts, that is cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata, cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. Like the internal organ, skin is the largest external organ of our body, no? So in the brain, among the three parts, that is cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata, cerebrum is called as a largest part of the brain. So now we will be seeing what is the function done by the cerebrum. It helps us to think, imagine and react to the messages from the sense organs. So it is the largest part of the brain, and it also helps us, I said you that the brain helps us to think and remember. So which part of the brain helps us to think and remember? Yes, it is cerebrum. It helps us to think, imagine and react to the messages from the sense organs. If you are seeing one picture, how you will come to know that particular picture is a fruit or the vegetable? Because it is already stored in your brain and it is memorizing that it is a fruit. So it helps us to think, imagine and react to the messages from the sense organs. What are the 5 sense organs we are having? Eyes, nose, tongue, ears and skin. Next, this is the first part, that is a cerebrum. The next one is cerebellum. This is cerebellum. Cerebellum, it is located below the cerebrum. Cerebrum, it is the largest part of the brain, and cerebellum, it is present below the cerebrum. It controls the muscle movements. Already we have learned that the brain helps us to control the muscle movements. So these muscle movements are controlled by which part of the brain? It is controlled by cerebellum. Cerebellum, it controls the muscle movements. Next, what do you mean by medulla oblongata? So it is a third part of the brain. This one is a medulla oblongata. Above the neck and connects the brains with the spinal cord. So this medulla oblongata, it is connected above the neck and it is connected to the brain. It is present above the neck and it is connected to the brain through the spinal cord. So it is present above the neck and it connects the brain with the help of the spinal cord. With the help of the spinal cord, that is backbone is present, no, that is called as a spinal cord. It connects with the help of the spinal cord, it is connected to the brain. It controls breathing. You are breathing, no, you are inhaling and exhaling. This breathing function is performed by which part of the brain? Medulla oblongata. Digestion. For digestion also, this medulla oblongata is responsible. It helps our brain active during our sleep. We'll be sleeping, but our mind will be in the active position. Can you give some examples how you can say that our brain is active? Yeah, you'll be getting some dreams. Yes or no? So that is the function. That is because our brain is in the active mode. It is not in the sleeping mode. Our body is sleeping, but our brain is in the active mode. That to which part of the brain? That is medulla oblongata. Already we have studied about the brain. The brain is the internal part of the brain, internal part organ that helps us to think and remember. Not only thinking and remembering, it also controls the muscle movements. So how many parts are there in a brain? 3 parts, that is cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. What is the function of cerebrum? It is the largest part of the brain. So among these 3 parts, cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. What is the function of the brain? It helps us to think, imagine and react to the messages that are coming from our sense organs. Next, cerebellum. It is present below the cerebrum. Below the cerebrum, we are having the next part of the brain, that is cerebellum. What is the function of the cerebellum? It controls the muscle movements. Whatever we are doing the movements, that movements are controlled by which part of the brain? That is cerebellum. The next one is a medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata, it is connected above the neck, which is connected to the brain with our spinal cord. It controls the breathing, that is inhaling and exhaling, digestion. It also helps our brain active during our sleep. The body is sleeping, but our brain is still in the active mode. This is because of the presence of medulla oblongata. Students, now the questions for you. How many sense organs do we have? How many sense organs do we have? 5. What are they? Eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. How many parts are there in a brain? How many parts are there in a brain? So there are 3 parts: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Now what are the internal and external organs? External organs are which you can see outside of our body. Examples are eyes, shoulders, hands, etc. Next, internal organs which are present inside our body, which you cannot see. They are called as internal organs. We have learned one internal organ, that is about the brain. So all the students, once again revise these questions along with the answers. Meet you in the next class. Thank you.